Chipcha! Ketchup Naboo. Oh, hey Larry. Sorry, I was just playing some Ewoks. So, we just got back from a great trip out to California. So much fun getting to go to Rancho Obi-Wan again, getting to hike around the redwoods. Oh my goodness, it was a blast. But I gotta say, the standout by far of this trip was just getting to spend a lot of time with Jason and Katie. And I can't say enough how much I adore both of them. They are so fun. Being with Katie at Rancho was amazing. Seeing her just freak out with joy and excitement at everything mall was just awesome to see that smile on her face. That was great for Jason and I getting to witness that. And there is no one in the world I know who's more playful than Jason. So getting to spend an entire day in the Redwood Forest, some of the spots where they specifically filmed Return of the Jedi, cannot say enough how much fun that was, spending that time with Jason. And I got to give a quick shout out to our friend Riley Blanton over at the Star Wars Report for tipping us off to where exactly to go correctly in the Redwoods to make sure we were in the most Return of the Jedi indoor spot we could possibly be. So thanks to Riley for that. And of course, we got to thank our buddy Matt Cranky over at the Sarlacc Pit, who was kind enough to open his home for Jason and I to stay in when we were out visiting this past week. Matt is so much fun to experience Star Wars with, so it was great having him at Rancho as well and seeing kind of his own excitement. But the one thing I wanted to record this quick video for was first off to say, obviously we're going to be back next week with a podcast all about the experience of that trip and talking about some of the stuff that inspired us there. But the thing I wanted to talk about explicitly today, just very quickly, was how important it is to have these really beautiful, direct encounters with Star Wars. What do I mean by that? Well, I think being part of a Star Wars podcast for so long now, being part of the social media world, constantly having conversations on Twitter, Facebook, there is so much going on in Star Wars all the time that it can sometimes, at least for me, get kind of heavy on your head. Like you always feel like you got to think about Star Wars. But sometimes, for me, thinking about Star Wars too much drains me of Star Wars. That's why I loved this trip so much. It was kind of this shot in the arm of just the pure joy and wonder of what Star Wars is and has always meant to me. So I am so fortunate and so privileged that I got to have this time out in the Endor Forest. Literally, Jason and I stepped into those redwoods this past Saturday, just smiled at each other and said, we're on Endor. Gave each other a high five, and it was like, this is exactly where we want to be. And I just felt Star Wars. And I just want to encourage all of you, if you're in any way understanding this or if this makes any sense to you, just find those things that help you feel Star Wars. Because I will say, just getting to be there, getting to be in that space, both Rancho, which is just this space of all the imagination of Star Wars merchandising, but even more so just this pure experience of wonder, being in that Redwood Forest and really feeling like I was part of that Star Wars world. So, again, I encourage you to share some of those things that kind of give you those pure senses of Star Wars wonder that might speak to you. Because I think we need that sometimes. We need to sometimes retreat from all the Star Wars talk, all the news, and just let ourselves slip back into those things that make us feel the wonder and love of Star Wars. So, thanks for listening. Hopefully this meant something to you, and we are very excited to talk more about this next week on The Wampus Lair.